What's up, y'all? Exodus 1, aka Indigo Sky, aka y'all already know what it is, Trigger Rank and the Trigger Man himself. So I want y'all to like, subscribe, share, and hit the notification bell. If you like to support the channel, cash app in the description of this video. If you like to follow me on any other platforms, everything in the top of the description on my YouTube channel. With that being said, let's get this party started.
You are watching a master at work. You are watching a master at work.
Alright, y'all, so we're about to find a little video to go to. How everybody doing? Y'all had to pop out and pop right back in, but let's see what's going on. We're gonna check out, oh, I'm gonna play the song. Let y'all up there.
And I knew right from the start,
Unless I got boring content, okay. Are you finished or are you done? I appreciate it. Somebody said I'm a cool dog, chompy dog. Both. One more time. One more time. One more time. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. Where y'all coming in from? No, I ain't got no pets or nothing. Yeah, I ain't got no pets. I want one, but I'll probably get me one when I move back to Florida. But that's gonna be a long time from now. Oh, I got some good shit already rolled up. I got some good shit rolled up already, man.
And I knew right from
Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna turn this shit down a little bit. I'm gonna try to play my Somebody got fake accounts. Famous cold cut sandwich probably would be. I was probably say roast beef or chicken. Hey, if y'all can hear the somebody come in, if you can hear the music, hit a one in the chat if you can hear the music. I can't play it loud though because it's late. Call me. Call me on the track phone. Call me on the track phone. They could be on track phone. We be on backbone. You be drinking on the at home. You could catch me at home. Singing on the top tone. We can't stop phone. We be at the dealership. We just got the cop phone. We just looking hot phone. Till like Malcolm. Eagle and the Falcon. We don't need accountants. Count my own money and read my own balance. It's hard for me to balance all this God-given talent. I'm about to do some damage. Why not take advantage? And the beat gon' vanish. Why not put it on the finest? Why not see on Spanish? What's up? Man, what's that? So what's up, man? With glasses? What's up, bro? See, I can pull your mammoth. I mess with DJ Drama and Free Don Cannon. You need to understand it. I'm weaking like a bandit. Big chance like me cannon. The camera keep cannon. I did it while you planning. Good pass, I pay it manning. My beat stay jamming. I'm dropping these keys like the ones on a hammer. Control gon' rattle, but I'ma win the battle. It's classified chatter. It's mind over matter. Mind over matter. Hey, mind over matter. Hey. I can only play my music, man. I can't play that shit. You see how low I'm playing? Like I can't play that shit loud. It's too late, man. It's like 3 in the morning, almost 4. But that me singing and rapping right there, though. That's one of my joints. Press on one if y'all can hear the music, though. If y'all can hear it clear. Let me see. I played this one. I played this one before for that.
Church bell ring to the fire.
I gotta cut that shit all the way down. That motherfucker hitting though. Rap game slipping, form on fire. My keys hit notes, just like Mariah. I don't get tired. King, call me sire. Like a new spaceship. Harder than a crack, you will. Y'all touch a bus with it, I'ma bust my lip. I just put the flight and I take a trip. Put a coating in a Sprite, watch it drip and drip. I opened up my eyes and I see the eclipse. Said I woke up and I died from the beat of remix. And the whole rap game hard to fix. It's like rap game slipping. Boy, I'm on fire. My keys hit notes, just like Mariah. I be making hits, but I don't get tired. Born a king, call me sire. Haunted. I'm saying it's phantom. I said my house be haunted, even in the yard. It's a ghost on a phantom. God damn. Well, I was dropping bars on them niggas. Bars. Bars. Oh damn, bro got bars. So somebody said doodles a flop. Your mama's a flop. Yeah, your mama's a flop. Your mammy. Hey, appreciate that man with glasses. He got bars though. Yep. So live. Goddamn right. I'm talking about yo mama too. Real though.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Hey, yo, check it out. You know who it is, man. It's the one and only Mr. Gangsta Grills himself, DJ the Fuck Drama, a.k.a. Mr. Thanksgiving. Big shout out to my big homie doing this thing, DJ Morrison. I see you over here holding it down. Holla at me sometime, man. Let me get some of them exclusives you got. Pay attention, you bastards.
Pay attention, you bastards. Goofy ass, you're a goofy goddamn. Get your goofy ass down somewhere, boy. Goofy ass nigga. You're a goofball. Oh, I done got hit him with the.
You look ugly. I can't argue with you. You mad. I can't argue with you. No.
Look at you.
Look at you. You mad. Look at you. You big man. I'm happy.
Leave me alone. I'm happy. Leave me alone. Goofy ass nigga, leave me alone, bruh. Go fuck with somebody else's channel, dog. Go find you something safe to, god damn. Yeah, find you something safe to play with, buddy. God damn. Hold up. Hold up. Leave me alone. I'm happy, nigga.
What's up, man? Chill. Sexiness.
This is me and my homeboy Kato.
Realist mixtape, dog. You know what I'm saying? We coming out of motherfucking man.
I can't play that shit too loud.
7 days a week. 360 motherfucking fine, nigga. You know what I mean? Even the motherfucking leap year scared of us. 24 hours in the trap, so I got that shit back and forth. Monday to the first in the fifth.
All right. We're gonna screw up out of here, bro. You got to go get your goofy ass out the chat, nigga. Get your goofy ass out of here.
With that wonder one, the money bags keep busting and tumbling. I keep black shades on, I turn it up. I got a few bad bitches still.
Oh, so y'all be careful what y'all say in the chat, bro.
And never duck, cause when you gangster, you don't really even give a fuck.
Like a ranger, with the dark danger, at the off danger. Like I'm on a air hanger, better known as bangers. just like a manga.
Hit your girl like Goku.
Nigga, do I know you?
Hey, man, sit your motherfucking ass down.
Evolution is a distribution.
What the world? What world you live? When the years, millions of cheers. No fear, I can't give none. And when I leave, I can't take nothing.
Not even your body.
That's why I'm stacking racks, trying to cop the new Bugatti. Jackie Chan out like karate. A player making moves in a new A6 Audi. With a naughty daddy copping with his own Bugatti bike. Blood on the white, blowing purple on the city lights. Hollering up their life. Got these zombies trying to take a bite. For the right price, pick up passports and take a flight to the Peru. What a sight, such a clear view. What you wanna do? Since I'm right here in front of you, making major moves while I'm peering through my rear view. If the money's not right, no, I can't hear you. Sorry, G. Did I fail to mention? If you speaking money, you can get my attention. For a baller, it seems like it's just a dream. Estimate and calculate, wait, nigga, triple green. Affiliated with some real hustlers on my team. Watch what you look at, cause everything ain't what it seems. And watch your backside, cause when you good, they gon' scheme. Watch your backside, cause when you do it good, they scheme.
Yeah, y'all check out Kato. He got some music online too. That's an old song we did. We did that shit. Ooh, 2012. That shit old as fuck. That's an old ass song from Russia. What's up, Russia? Russia in the house, my nigga. I'm trying to play this shit. That's it. This is my homeboy singing. I'm featured on his song. The meaning of sexy. Your confirmation. Classic masterpiece. Definition. You're the definition. LeBron, oh shit.
Okay, it's actually just something. I can cross your
See
T
the doctor eye.
Here my heart drop low.
As soon as you walk by in the 6-inch heels, cardinate white, red lips, softly, red lips are saucy, can't get her up off me.
Headed to the loft, we smoke back
I'm daddy, back in the caddy.
definition.
Main girl, giving you the world, diamonds and pearls.
Rain with the carrots all over Paris. I take it to this cockpit on this private jet. We do the video
On
on
private set, I let your hair down, baby. You're driving crazy. I know you're gonna have my baby. Hey,
sex is
you're the definition. Classic masterpiece. That beat was crazy though. It's like that shit like a boom bap ass beat. I heard that fucking with a legend shit. Fucking with a legend. Fucking with a legend. Had to go to mouse. Now we in the kitchen. Got a big mouth, not a whole world listen. Big stacks on the menu. I keep getting hard shit and the verse. It been written. Rigor mortis on the floor. I keep spitting. If I'm Jordan, nigga, you hit me. Style slicker, that's a rock, but I'm never slipping. Got a gang of bad bitches, but they never dipping. A lifetime choice, it's a good mission. 7 years, hey, I'm talking superstition. It be broken glass, with the string. Listen, I got 25 keys like I'm Aloysius. I go hard every time like an audition. I make hardwood classics, authentic. 6'5", young black, I'm still gifted. I'm running through your cities with the gear shifting. See like red in the mouth, boy, I get lifted. Real recognize real, I was born different. I be beating up the track till it get missing. Even spit a hard flow on the intermission. Late night city lights and the crew whipping. Better days with no repetition. They don't know that they're fucking with the they don't know that they're fucking with the
all the way from the start.
They don't know. They don't know. They don't know. Fucking with the you can hear my heart beating. They don't know. They don't know. Ooh, I can't play that one. Can't play that one. Let me see.
I shot you down, bang, bang. You hit the ground, bang, bang. That
Powerful sound.
bang, bang. I used to shoot you down.
Call the national guards and upgrade the missile. Kill referee niggas that blow the whistle. My shit so hard they call it gangsta grizzle. My street so good
That I told the pistol.
There's 45 lines and there's 999 in this rap game. See, I just knew it to ride. Used to hang with African tribes and now it's rising with vibe. Nigga been with pies, I was even with vision. You can see the sound in my vision. The movie Crash was a racial collision. We don't need no introduction of what's already going on. But see, they push it in my face like bass. I said, no, catch my thing, your final trace. I play the card tables like I'm Master Ace. I would flip city, I lead after Pastor Mace. I remember back in the day when you was murdered. You don't know. I can't save your life. I got an AK. Bang, bang. It's hot in the kitchen when it's grits on the stove. That's my metaphor, like an 03 clue tape mixing it down. But I'm from another town, still represent with the realest. Times where I smoke you, I'm brown, Cali weed and Cuban. On my clothes mindset, I feel for the vets. The 50% of the yay says I know, and I know that's how they flow. Teach the government, cause I know they listen to sentence the war and the brands are taking over. I can hear the souls of the buffalo souls. They hearing they experience on wax. Why cut they cut tax? Everybody pays and we still going broke. We the strongest country hanging on a bunch of cord rope. Of this economic battle when we ain't winning the wars. Like bang bang. You're mine, spirit and body. Yep. So yeah, we having a listening party tonight, y'all. Let me see. Yeah. Say this one time.
One time for your mind.
Yeah. Say this one time.
One time for your mind on the motherfucking ground. Why the folks that had to die, I'm looking at the mothers, and why they had to cry. This 9/11 in the struggle to tell a lie. They killed Saddam and they meant to have it televised. Them cowards use them as a shield and an alibi. You say you looking for Osama, you ain't even try. You trying to sell me wolf tickets I don't wanna buy. I ain't never been enlisted, I don't wanna die. I passed from 33 degrees at the age of 18. I done seen the promised land. I fully understand this king off the plan from Iraq to Iran. The new world order, the beginning of the last quarter. I seen blood in the water. I'm headed back to Florida where the brother of the beast released coke in these streets. A lot of niggas with big E. If they had a chance, they'd try to kill me. Yeah. is distribution.
What the world, what the world is saying. Many years, millions of tears, with no fear, I can't get enough. Nothing when I leave, when I can take
To the people under the nation, we're like Mars and plantation. Bush and got negotiations. With no hesitation, they bomb us saying. People understand. War's money, he got this country in his hand. I'm playing nations in any given man. Worlds apart but millimeters away. I'm off the caution where I stay. I'm off the caution where I stay. We got to listen and party, people.
Y'all know what it is, nigga. The 9/11 mixtape, nigga. I'm introducing y'all some new shit, nigga.
Hello. Welcome to the 9/11 news special you never saw.
Listen up,
On
bitch.
this program, we ask questions the 9/11 Commission and the media never asked. We introduce experts you've never seen before and provide background you never get.
Fight the dog like the master Jason. I speak real talk like Michael Basin. I get to the point like a master mason. It's freezing in here like I live in the basement. Up for the benefit of evil replacement. I read the thick of the dead with no amazement. Principalities are facing. On the spiritual level, cops be chasing. With flesh and blood and no pacing. Promote the spirit of God and God's graces. Stand the master plan. All people open your eyes, 'cause the devil out of the sky. Now it's coming to play. They kill Kennedy to keep him out of the way. They killed Martin King cause what he had to say. The nation killed Malcolm cause the nigga didn't play. Listen to what I say, East to West Bay. The going down, there's gotta be a better way. Hey nigga, get your wig. Hey nigga, get your wig. Let's see. Can't play that. Yeah, I got certain shit I can't play. Let's see. Song 1, 2. Ain't nobody up there. Get on one of these videos, y'all. Get on one of these videos. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me start the video up. Video cracking in the bridge, right? Let me get a video cracking in the bridge, right? Voila. Let me see, trap. I ain't got trap on now. Let me see, hold on, trap. Damn. Alright, y'all, we're gonna do this Trap More Ross, orientated by Trap Lil Ross. Peter Thiel's connection to Epstein, collab, and suspicious on the live. Let's see what they're talking about.
Right, more gang. There are some very disturbing individuals controlling society right now. Okay, we heard from the Epstein files, all these crazy, weird men behind the scenes. They're running everything. They're abusing kids. They're doing crazy stuff. But one of the biggest names that keeps coming up as far as demonic, powerful men that are up to no good is Peter Thiel. Now, this guy has been associated with some very, very dark and unusual things. He has been apparently heavily included in the Epstein files. He's mentioned he's all up in there, okay? But there's a bunch of other things that have been going viral with him lately that are very strange. I'm going to talk to you about them in this video. Namely, the suspicious death of his boyfriend in 2023, and his connections to the streamer Clavicular, where people are saying that he's actually bankrolling him. So first off, just to give you some context of Peter Thiel, I want to show you just a little bit of background from this video from James Lee. He did a really good kind of breakdown of Peter Thiel's background and who he is. I'm going to show you this to give you the context, and then I'm going to show you some of the disturbing plans that Peter Thiel and Epstein were allegedly coordinating together, as exposed by the Epstein files.
You would prefer the human race to endure, right? You're hesitant.
Yeah, well,
yes?
I don't know. I would,
This is a long hesitation. This is a long hesitation.
This is dark, right? So you would like the human race to endure. He's like, the answer for any good human non-reptilian would be absolutely. Absolutely. I want the human race to prosper and persist. There's no version of this where you hesitate on that. I don't care what his justification is going to be. You want the human race to endure, right? Right?
so many questions and
Should the human race survive?
Yes, the guy who is not so sure whether or not humans should exist. Now, some background on Thiel. He was the co-founder of PayPal alongside Elon Musk. He was also the first major investor in Facebook. Coincidentally, I don't know if you know this, founded on the same day, DARPA ended their LifeLog program, which was a program sought to, quote, trace the threads of an individual's life in terms of events, states, and relationship. That sounds kind of familiar, doesn't it? He also co-founded Palantir, a data analytics and surveillance company used by many government intel and military agencies, including the CIA, NSA, ICE, and...
This is crazy, bro. See, this the type of shit, bro, like, been going on behind closed doors, behind our eyes the whole time, and we just been running around here looking like sheep and shit. And that's the sad part about it, because it's like all this shit going on right up on our nose, and we don't know shit about it, bro. Like, shit crazy. This shit been going on.
Yes. Now, Thiel, like Epstein, has been known to host a sex party or two in his prime. Ben Goggins of NBC News wrote that Thiel's parties have been, quote, legendary in gay circles for years and repeatedly characterized as debaucherous, with Thiel himself being quoted as saying, "Yeah, we know how to have some no-holds-barred gay fun."
Now look, I got no problem with everyone doing what they want to do, you know what I'm saying? Sexuality, I accept whatever anybody wants.
I can't even listen to that, bro.
Step into a world where the fun
Like, I
never
don't even know what
ends.
the fuck is
Welcome to
going
Lucky
on.
Strike. Hit the lanes. Experience exquisite dining. The night is yours to own. Lucky Strike. Reserve your lane today.
Toss wins. Upset for the ages.
So I would ask the board, what if our next app?
Trapmore gang, we've got a new name in the Epstein files, a new celebrity, and who is it? Dun da da. The latest name to be implicated in the Epstein files is our guy Ashton Kutcher, man from that 70s show Unpunked. New disturbing allegations have resurfaced after his name has appeared in the Epstein files. Okay, now
They done caught Ashton Kutcher up in this motherfucker shit. shit crazy.
Interestingly enough, okay, there's some creepy throwbacks of Ashton Kutcher that are now resurfacing. He did a 2002 interview alongside his co-star and current wife, Mila Kunis, that has raised a few eyebrows. This was posted in Reddit's r/That's Insane. And it's basically Ashton Kutcher casually telling a story about how convicted violent R-Word and co-star Danny Masterson tried to solicit him to assault a then 14-year-old Mila Kunis during the filming of That 70s Show. Excuse me? What? Let's hear it.
When she was 14 when we started the show. I was like 19, right?
Right.
And they're like, okay, you guys are gonna be making out in this scene. And I'm like thinking like, wait, this is like slightly illegal,
That's
right?
probably your first kiss ever,
It
right?
was my first kiss. Why someone bet you made with Danny about our first kiss?
No, it wasn't the first kiss. It was like the second or third
It
kiss.
was the first. Look at the first week.
No, it was not the first week.
Whatever. Let me tell you what happened.
No, let me tell you what happened.
No. Okay, so I never kissed a guy. I was so. I mean, you know, Ash was attractive, and I was a 14-year-old little girl, and I was extremely scared for my life.
Sure.
And he was very nice about it. He was like, oh, don't worry. So I was like, okay. Then Danny goes and goes, dude, I'll give you $10 if you French kiss her. What would it stick your tongue in my mouth or some?
What? No.
$10.
You're making it sound like it was like really not. Okay, Dan, we had a little side bet going.
Yeah.
Like,
Which
It
was?
wasn't very
as to whether or
outside.
not, you know, like, you know, you're kissing on the show with boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah.
You would use tongue, right, Rosie?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I mean, you
It depends what kind of an actor you are, I guess.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So Danny bets me like $20 that I wouldn't do it. And of course, I'm like, yeah, sure, what's the deal? You
And then
know?
the cops showed up and you got arrested, pretty much.
They should have,
He
but they
never
didn't.
did it. And
I
he
saw
claimed,
They should have. What?
he claims to this day he did it. I swear.
Neil, I
Never.
so did it.
He never did it.
I didn't let him. I think he tried, but I think it came out so good.
Yeah. You did the old teeth block?
Yes, and
Yeah,
he
you
never.
never
did the teeth block.
Yes, he never got his tongue.
Oh, no, you didn't, Ashton. Just admit it.
Dad, I swear.
She's 14. She did it. You stop it.
No, that was not the first. You had turned 15 by then.
No, she was 12. I know.
There's a big difference. That 1 year makes the whole world change.
All right, then. We're coming up with the guy who has a name that should have been chased for show business. Wilmer Vanderama. I don't even know how to say it. What's the point? Yeah, Danny will be here as well. Don't go away.
He sounds like such a great guy, so kind of respectable. The letters were right. Okay? It is super weird, alright? It's super weird. So, there's all these different allegations about this guy. He had an R-word trial, okay? His name was tarnished. People actually wrote letters of support for him, okay? He was sentenced to serve 30 years to life in prison for R-wording 2 women between the years of 2001 and 2003, along with Kunis and Kutcher writing letters.
Damn.
They wrote personal letters. They said, not my boy. They both wrote letters of support for him. They said it was just a fun little bet. It was just a cool little bet. Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis called out for their hypocrisy after their letters in the Danny Masterson case were revealed, all right? Following the sentencing, they sent in letters. They asked the judge for leniency in the case, and the letters were published in full. Oh no, right? Oh no. Danny's proven to be an amazing friend, confident, and an outstanding older brother to me. What about them bets? How about them bets?
If you finna get 30 to some odd years, bro, he's not your brother. It's not cool. It's not your brother. He's not somebody you need to even be in the vicinity.
Witnessing interactions with his daughter is heartwarming and enlightening. He demonstrates grace and empathy in every situation. Was it graceful and empathetic when he was making them side bets? I don't know. It is weird. Ashton Kutcher co-founding a campaign to end child trafficking but writing letters of support for a serial R-word bestie is such a great encapsulation of the way people love to fight against their imaginary idea of what abuse is, but not what it actually is. That's what people were saying, okay? Now, interestingly enough, as of now, it's now been exposed 2004 messages that were basically revealing that Ghislaine Maxwell directly contacted Ashton Kutcher's team to try and help a young girl get into acting. Now, do you believe that Ghislaine Maxwell was trying to get girls into acting? I think she was trying to get girls into one thing, and it was bad. So this is a message from Bonnie Hung. It says, hi Ghislaine, they will be expecting Blank and her father Monday at 7 p.m. The address is blank. They'll be shooting a scene in a restaurant called Daily Grill. The area is called Manhattan Beach, and it's part of an area called El Segundo. The driver should take 405 to Rosecrans and go west. When when they are close by, they should call blank Ashton's assistant so she can meet them in the parking yard trailer near the Daily Grill. Hi, Jelaine. When you're close by, they should call Ashton's assistant. Okay. The number is blank. Eli Holzman used to work for Miramax. What? Miramax as in Harvey Weinstein Miramax. And now works for Ashton's production company. We'll also be there to greet them. They'll be shown around the set, taken to meet Ashton. Have a bite to eat, perhaps. Please give them my cell number as well in case there's any problem. Blank. If they have a cell phone on them, I can give it to blank just in case. Let me know if you have any questions. Looking forward to seeing you September, Jelaine. From Bonnie. Bonnie Hunt. Okay. All right then. Ashton. Another message. Okay, another message. All right, another set of messages. From Bonnie Hunter, Jelaine Maxwell. Just checking you're all set with the set visit and the directions I sent you are clear. Please have blank call Ashton's assistant on blank when they're close so she can tell them exactly where she is at the time. Jelaine Maxwell, G-Max, replied, Bonnie, thanks, all is set. Ted, the dad, has all the no's.
I'm not depressed.
And call Ashton's assistant if someone can talk to blank about becoming an actress.
Never been. I'm not depressed, bro. Depressed? Yeah, no.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit?
That would be great. Replied, hi, yes. Eli Holzman will be speaking to her about acting. He's experienced in casting, has worked in the industry with actors for many years, just getting young girls into acting. I think Jelaine Maxwell was she was just trying to have a little acting operation. I feel like that's probably what was going on, right? So look, there's been some disturbing links and controversies that relate to Ashton Kutcher that have spanned over the years, all right? And there's definitely been a lot of very sad and messed up things that happened in his life. And I do have sympathy for him. It is very, very messed up and dark, some of the things that he's been through. I'm not trying to just put him down completely, but at the same time, you know, clearly there was some hypocrisy on display when it came to the case that his friend caught, right? So in 2001, I want to talk about something very sad. In 2001, Kutcher's girlfriend was actually murdered, and he would end up kind of testifying against what was called the Hollywood Ripper, a Hollywood serial killer. It's super messed up, super sad, and
he's right, you know.
Just bizarre that all these kind of things were going on in his life. So I do have the utmost sympathy for him going through this. I'm not going to try and say that there's anything nefarious going on with this, but clearly, okay, there are some strange links and some very interesting folklore when it comes to Ashton Kutcher.
This morning, all eyes on Ashton Kutcher, the Hollywood heartthrob, now turned star witness in the so-called Hollywood Ripper trial. Kutcher, appearing on the stand Wednesday sporting a mustache and dressed in a blue suit, describes the night.
Hollywood Ripper trial. Damn. That's crazy. I might need to look that up and see what the hell they're talking about with that.
18 years ago, when his friend and romantic interest, Ashley Ellerin, was stabbed 47 times. Kutcher says the two had plans to meet for a drink that evening, but when Ashley didn't answer his calls, he swung by the house and tells the jury, I knocked on the door, there was no answer. Knocked again, and once again, no answer. He adds, at this point,
I forgot about this. Yeah, somebody off this girl, like, that shit was crazy. That was wild.
She had left for the night and that I was late and she was upset. Ashton testifies that when he went to Ellerin's house, all the lights were on, adding, it was a little bit of a mess. I saw what I thought was red wine spilled on the carpet, adding, I didn't really think anything of it. Police now believe that red wine was really blood. Prosecutors say the 22-year-old model and fashion student was likely already dead, killed allegedly by this man, Michael Darjuo, a neighborhood air conditioner repairman who is now on trial for her murder along with a string of others. Prosecutors describe Darjuo as a serial sexual thrill killer who got pleasure from killing beautiful women, butchering 3 of them, including Ellerin. His 4th allegedly survived.
What?
Wait a minute. Who are you?
You say a heartache? Shit. Hey, bro, we all go through it, bro. Like, you know, it is what it is. That's why I gotta, I don't go through heartbreak because I got a stable. I got a stable right now.
Prosecutors allege his murder spree started with killing 18-year-old Trisha Picacho in Chicago
For
in
real,
1993, then Ellerin in Los Angeles in 2001, 32-year-old Maria Bruno murdered in California. Prosecutors say in April of 2008, 27-year-old Michelle Murphy was attacked by Gargiulo, also in California, but she survived.
His hobby was plotting the perfect opportunity to attack women.
I want to sue my landlord, but I don't know where to start. What documents do I need to legally start a business?
Bro, it's mind over matter,
Yeah,
bro.
but she
Like,
survived.
always remember this, dog. It's mind over matter, bro. Like, for real. Yeah, mind over matter, bro. Remember that shit.
He's right, you know.
What is he doing?
He's beginning to believe.
What is he doing?
He's beginning to believe.
Yeah, you gotta, I mean, just keep it pushing, bro. Like, I let it hold you up, bro. Like, one monkey don't stop no show, bro. That's on God, bro. One monkey don't stop no show.
He was plotting the perfect opportunity to attack women with a knife in and around their homes.
The actor also admitted he was worried he would become a possible suspect. His fingerprints on the victim's door. Gargiulo's attorney, Daniel Nardoni, tells him, "Don't worry, you're not a suspect."
So look, this is obviously a really sad and traumatic thing for him to go through, and I do feel like,
Yeah,
despite
I
some of the
this,
things that happen later,
don't think about it, bro.
definitely is going to be something that messes with your head. Now, interestingly enough, years later, following the assault trial of his co-star Danny Masterson,
Well, last time I probably was, like, actually had a heartbreak when me and my ex-wife broke up, but that was, that was, what, 20-something years ago? That was a long time ago, bro. Yep. Me and my ex-wife broke up like 20-something years ago.
very interesting things would end up coming out publicly, okay? So this would kind of be basically a breakdown of, some of the things that was going around, some information that came out from one of Masterson's victims, and basically it kind of changed the way some people were looking at Ashton Kutcher. Let's do this and I'll tell you a little bit more about it.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's been so long, I don't even know, but I couldn't even tell you, but like I said, bro, I got a stable around here. I'm not worrying about that. I got a stable, bro. Like, I ain't worrying about that shit, bro. That shit. Well, there's so many hoes out here, bro. I don't know where you at, but dog, there's too many hoes out here, bro. Like, it's like, bro, you got all flavors. Every flavor, bro. Like chocolate, you got manganese.
Girlfriend. Ashton Kutcher was dating a girl named Ashley Ellery. In 2001, Ashley was murdered in her apartment. Her and Ashton were dating, and they had plans to go to a Grammys party that night. So he texted her around 8 p.m. and said that he would pick her up in about an hour or so. He gets to her house around 10 p.m. 2 hours.
It's how you move on the better. Bruh, you gotta have a stable. You gotta have a stable. I'm saying, like, I'm like Gable, like Clark Gable, nigga. You gotta have a stable like Clark Gable, dog. I ain't lying, bro. Bruh, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna say it on live, but yeah. I can't say that on live, but yeah. Ain't now motherfucker gonna have me around here like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm heartbroken, man. Cut it out, man. Cut it out, bro. Like, don't do it, bro. Like, for real, my nigga. Like,
Wait a minute. Who are you?
yeah, man, but yeah, fuck that shit, bro. Fuck all that, bro. Like, You better out saying a prayer, my nigga.
Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alamin. Rahman Rahim. Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alamin. Rahman Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin.
Yeah, man, get back on track, man, for real, man. Get back on track, man.
Ele não será o música aqui, será o Malibim. Ele não tá ali. Why let me do believe him? Well, I mean, this man.
Yeah, bro, like that shit right there, bro. That's bro. You got other. This is way more important shit you could be. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with like instead of thinking about that
He gets to her
bullshit.
house around 10 p.m.
But yeah, we
2 hours later,
finna
and he
get
knocks
back
on
in
the
this
door.
video,
No one
y'all.
answers. Text her, calls her, no answer. He looks in the window. He sees a big red stain on the rug in the living room, and he thinks, "Oh, she must have spilled wine." And I'm getting ghosted. She's not answering. He leaves and goes to the party. The next morning, her roommate comes home, finds her brutally murdered in the house.
Damn,
Ashton
okay.
Kutcher hears what happens and calls the police, saying, "Hey, I'm dating this girl. My fingerprints are gonna be all over the house." This murder goes unsolved till years later. They eventually pinned it on a serial killer in the area, the Hollywood Ripper, because he lived next door to her. But the Hollywood Ripper's DNA was not at her apartment when it was at every other crime scene that he had.
Oh God, peace, bro.
Then, years later, do you know that 70s show? There's a star, Danny Masterson. Have you heard of him? So he was convicted of sexual assault pretty recently, a few years ago. When
Oh yeah, that
was
nigga
happening,
was. They
Ashton
did
Kutcher
lock his
wrote
ass up. Man.
letters to the judge saying how great of a person Danny was, how he would never do anything like that. Those letters got leaked to the press that they were trying to sway the judge. One of the victims wrote a post on social media that says, "Dear Ashton, I know the secrets your role model keeps for you, ones that would end you. Stop. Did you forget I was there? You were on speakerphone the night you called Danny on February 21st, 2001, which was the night that Ashley was murdered." She said, "I heard everything. I heard the plan. In my opinion, you're just as sick as your mentor." So people think that Ashton involved Danny, maybe blackmailed him to help him clean it up. And on the night of the murder, Ashton Kutcher only called 2 people, Danny Masterson and his publicist. And this goes into Ashton Kutcher and his
That's
girlfriend.
crazy.
Ashton Kutcher was dating a girl named Ashley Elreen. In 2001, Ashley was murdered in her apartment. Her and Ashton were dating, and they had plans to go to a Grammys party that night. So he texted her around 8 p.m. and said that he would pick her up in about an hour or so. He gets
What?
Damn!
Hold on, what is we listening to, bro? Like, hold on, bro. What, I mean, what going on, though?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
to her house around 10 p.m., 2 hours later, and he knocks on the door. No one answers. Texts her, calls her, no answer. He looks in the window. He sees a big red stain on the rug in the living room, and he thinks, "Oh, she must have spilled wine." And I'm getting ghosted. She's not answering. He leaves and goes to the party. The next morning, her roommate comes home, finds her brutally murdered in the house. Ashton Kutcher hears what happens and calls the police, saying, "Hey, I'm dating this girl. My fingerprints are going to be all
out." If you've been in a car accident
Hold
in the
on,
past
bro.
year,
This is
they may have to
getting
give you a huge
weird
check.
right here, my
And all you have to do is ask.
My fingerprints are going to be all over the
Yeah.
house.
What? Hold on.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
It's pretty strange, right? Now, look, I don't want to just take that at complete face value, but it is definitely interesting and intriguing. Now, a lot of strange things would go on with Ashton Kutcher in the years that followed, okay? In 2009, him and his then-wife, Demi Moore, would found Thorn, which ironically was an anti-child trafficking organizations that unfortunately had some ties to highly questionable figures, and this was something that was covered by the YouTuber Coffee and Cults in this video that I'll show you.
Especially when it comes to the company that has spent almost 2 decades laundering Ashton Kutcher's reputation, the charity Thorn. Thorn allegedly helps exploited children, according to Ashton Kutcher anyway. But there is so much more to Thorn than most people realize, including ties to Harvey Weinstein and Diddy. And on top of that, Thorn also made an investment into Ashton Kutcher's venture capital fund that's also co-owned by a billionaire who was on the Jeffrey Epstein list.
Yikes. Okay, so there's a lot of interesting and strange discrepancies going on behind the scenes. Now, investigators would discover discrepancies in Thorn's actual intentions and the number of victims that they were claiming to help. And, you know, some people, in their opinion, they basically... You feel like, you know, it wasn't what it was supposed to be, let's say, kind
over
of.
WhatsApp. So just to be clear and break it down, what's being said here is that every bit of data, be it Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, any messaging, especially on apps, would be all readable by government institutions, with the only people being exempt from this government officials. There also has been a lot of criticism around Thorne's numbers that they purport and how effective this spotlight tool is. There are several small journalists, never the mainstream media, that have spoken out about Thorne's numbers not being what they or Ashton Kutcher have purported them to be, especially in regards to Ashton Kutcher's speeches at Congress or in Europe. And we will get back to him contradicting himself in these speeches, as I have managed to get hold of a paper that Thorne didn't want released. But in regards to the number of victims that they've helped or claim that they've helped, these journalists have gone and dug up the numbers from the FBI. And what they've concluded is that Thorne is claiming to have helped in more trafficking investigations and helping more victims than there are actual cases opened across the entire US. The following.
So they're lying about their numbers. Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Stop the cap. No voice.
They capping out here. God damn.
The article that I just read from.
So they're basically saying, look, the amount of help that you guys are saying you do is more than the amount of cases that are actually going on. That's what is being alleged in these people's opinion. I can't confirm or deny that in absolute terms in this video in this particular moment. But Kutcher would basically, you know, be caught out in a few different, you know, slightly embarrassing moments. Obviously, we're talking about these connections to Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell, you know, young actresses being brought into his orbit and being put into contact with his assistants, brought to set. Interestingly enough, there would also be the Diddy connection. So during an episode of Hot Ones, Ashton Kutcher would give a notably cryptic response when he was asked to share stories from Diddy's infamous parties, which caused a few people to raise their eyebrows. Okay, check this one out.
Diddy party stories, they're our favorite genre of anecdote. If
Oh,
you
really?
have one, yeah.
Wow, okay, I've got a lot I can't tell. So, can't tell that one either. I mean, like actually through them.
Feel like, well, we still have some time to go, you know, I can blow here.
Okay. Feel free. Diddy party stories. Man. That was like some weird memory lane.
He looks traumatized. He's Diddy pass, some weird mirror. He looks traumatized. They're saying two of his friends are R words, just saying. Right, Diddy facing charges for human trafficking, including minors. Didn't Aston have some charity or advocacy group to save kids from that? He did, and many people have questioned his actual effects and actions, considering the company he keeps, Danny Masterson Diddy, and he's been dragged online over it multiple times. I think he vacated his position in the charity during the pandemic years. I'm not trying to be a conspiracy person, but like Ashton Kutcher has a lot of weird stuff around him. The murder of one of his dates that he just left, even though he thought her blood was spilled wine, Diddy Masterson, and he has a child trafficking charity and was known for trying to help kids. Like, what is going on here? You're saying, wait, what about the murder of his date? Yeah, crazy shit. Crazy shit, okay? It's actually wild. So jumping forward to 2023, all right, that's when we get to the Danny Masterson sentencing. He got 30 years in prison for the assault of two women. I'm just going to remind you, okay, of the fate that his long-term friend and someone he defended
A
ended up
jury
in.
found Masterson guilty back in May for two attacks that happened 20 years ago at his home in LA. The judge handed down the maximum jail time allowed under the law. Dr. Gabor Salasa is in Washington. This is a story getting a lot of attention, not just because of just how long it's taken to get to sentencing and for this case to make its way through the courts. Magda, but tell us more.
Yeah, well, before...
But see, when you got money, you could fight shit. Like, you know, the more money you got, you could have so much money where you can hold somebody up in court so long that they run out of money and they ain't got enough money to fight the case.
was handed down yesterday. The court heard from the victims, and they talked about the trauma that they endured and the way they continue to suffer. Now, Masterson reportedly did not react in the courtroom during this. Now,
So in addition to the victim testimony that was seen, it sounds like it was very moving. Prior to the sentencing actually taking place and him getting 30 years, getting slapped with a big sentence, Apparently, over 50 character reference letters were submitted to the judge, including letters by Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis. Clearly, the judge wasn't moved by these because he slapped him with 30 years. But let's just hear a little bit more about how
This
that went.
motherfucker got 30 years, bro. Like, you know, 30 years, bro. You know, that's like 30 years is what? About 10,000 days, almost a little under 10,000, well, a little over 10,000 days. Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. 30 years that's some wild work, bro, but you shouldn't have been out here messing with them girls like that. Oh yeah, I already know it's Black History. Bro, somebody say it's Black History, bro. Hey, y'all funny, bro. Y'all some funny cats, bro.
Her letter, which was made public today by the court, Mila Kunis describes Masterson, a convicted rapist, as having a caring nature and says he is an outstanding role model. Danny has proven to be an amazing friend, confidant, and above all, an outstanding older brother figure to me. Ashton Kutcher calls him kind, courteous, and hardworking. He has always treated people with decency, equality, and generosity. The letters did not sway the judge. She sentenced Masterson to the max, 30 years to life, telling him, your actions were criminal. You will have to come to terms with it.
30 years to life. So that means he can get 30 is the least he can get. 30 years. God damn. 30 is the least amount of time he can get.
Damn!
That's fucked up. That's fucked up, bro.
Consequences.
That's you know what I'm saying? Those are the breaks. Now, jumping forward to October of 2024, that's when, following Diddy's arrest, apparently insiders were reporting that Ashton Kutcher was actually terrified that he himself would be implicated in the S trafficking investigation. This is a Daily Mail article. I'm not making this up. I'm just reading you a public article that's been out for more than a year. This is Ashton Kutcher terrified Diddy could make up false allegations about his celebrity friends to clear his name in the S trafficking trial. So apparently Ashton Kutcher, he's regretting his friendship with Diddy, and he fears the disgraced music mogul would willingly lie to authorities about his famous friends if it meant he could clear his name.
Have you ever wanted to learn
That's some wild work right there.
Willingly lie to authorities about his famous friends if it meant he could clear his name. Diddy was waiting trial in the MDC in New York for S trafficking, racketeering, transportation to engage in S work.
That's what 6ix9ine at right now. 6ix9ine in MDC. What, Mangione and that motherfucker? The president of Venezuela, he and that motherfucker, all of them in MDC in New York. But they got an MDC in LA too. And that's where Lil Durk, Big U, Brick Baby, goddamn, Loose, all them out there in that MDC.
For 2 decades, he attended parties with the duo speaking highly of each other over the years, and the actor attended one of his infamous white parties. However, in light of Combs' arrest, insiders were claiming Kutcher is terrified that the rap star could say anything, do anything, or turn on anyone to get out of jail. Ashton absolutely regrets his friendship with Diddy, considering what's happened. He feels lied to, betrayed, and taken for granted and manipulated. Right? They be big chilling. He touching, he feeling on his nipples. You know what be going on with his nipples, man. You know what be going on with Diddy. Hey. The source continued, he feels the same way about Danny Masterson. He now trusts no one except for his wife Mila Kunis, and he's going to keep his circle to his family. Oh, you heard what they were saying about Danny Masterson, but hey, that's just people's opinion. Back in October 2023, Kutcher and Kunis.
I didn't even know this motherfucker had got locked. I heard something through the grapevine, but I didn't know that the shit was like really real. I didn't know this motherfucker got 30 years. Well, that's the least he can get is 30. I didn't know he had. I'm like, what the fuck? 30 years? Well, that's some bullshit, bro. Like, you must have did some bullshit to get 30 years, my nigga.
Letters of support. The Danny Masterson. Oh, my God, I'm tired of all this gross stuff. Following the backlash, the couple who got married in 2015 shared 2 children. He posted an apology video online, and he stepped down as the chair of his anti-child S abuse organization, right? That's crazy to actually step down in that instant. Having weathered the backlash, he's now preparing for the possibility of being dragged into the investigation with Combs. Ashton does have fears about how this investigation will play out. He feels Diddy would have no problem lying to the authorities and tossing out some of his famous friend's name if it meant he could get out of jail. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like, in my opinion, I feel like if you're really that worried, I feel like you don't get that worried unless you're worried about something real. If it's like, look, this guy's going to make up bullshit, there's no proof, nothing proving it, would you really care? Like, Diddy can make up shit about me. I'm not really worried. But I ain't been to the parties. I ain't doing an episode of Hot Ones having a 1,000-mile stare when I'm asked about the Diddy party and not able to answer the question. But anyway, says everyone who's close to Diddy fears the possibility of Diddy.
Yeah, he couldn't answer the question about the Diddy party.
Right? Swinging in there like a wrecking ball. Daily Mail reported previously Kutcher was expecting a subpoena when Combs' house was raided earlier this year. He does not want to get involved in this, but he knows his association means he already is. The insider explained, if he gets contacted by the authorities, he'll be fully cooperative as he has nothing to hide. He is just in fear. He knows he's dug himself a hole with this one. Never in a million years did he believe Diddy was truly doing these horrible things. Insisting that Kutcher never attended one of the freak-off sessions, the insider claimed the final straw in their friendship was the video of Combs dragging Cassie Ventura across the hotel lobby. That was harsh. That was horrible. They had a genuine friendship, but when Ashton and Mila saw the video of Cassie, they realized he was a monster and not someone they wanted in their life. Now, that is the right thing to say. That is the right thing to say. So we can ease up on Ashton Kutcher a little bit. He basically revealed, Diddy revealed on James Corden that the show Punk'd that Ashton fronted actually brought them together. He said, I gave Ashton a call one day, I heard you're going to punk me, and I just don't think that's a good idea. If you do that, it will not end well for you, but I think we should work out a deal. Combs explained he was fearful of being targeted on Punk'd after watching an episode of Kanye West, adding it got so dangerous. Imagine punking Diddy at the Diddy party. Imagine he punked him for real. Diddy punked himself really. But that is actually crazy. Obviously, we already saw the Hot Ones thing, says how they used to hang out. He played a part in getting Diddy to sign up for the New York City Marathon in 2003 after they went running together. Halfway through the run, Diddy's like, I'm running out of gas right now, there's paparazzi all around us. He's like, you got to slow down and make it look like you're not slowing down because you don't want to look like you're not going to be able to finish this thing. He was losing it. He said, we finished out the run, he was so upset over the fact that he got skunked on this run, he decided he would run the New York Marathon. He just immediately started training for the New York Marathon. He just can't lose. Even when he's that close to humility, he becomes a driver and he ran the New York Marathon. All right? Apparently he supported him at public events. He's lighting his cars. He's lighting his, you know what I'm saying? That's how you get down. Okay, Ashton Kutcher attended Combs' Unforgivable Women Fragrance launch. That's a crazy name. Unforgivable for sure. He was among A-listers invited to the Mogul's infamous White Party in LA. Alongside Combs and wife Demi Moore.
One on the clip.
He's facing life in prison. Now, as we know, it didn't end up getting as serious for Diddy.
Me too. A small business owner, after years of disappointing dates,
Dang.
I almost gave
Hold on.
Then I tried dating.
As serious for Diddy as we thought or hoped. He only ended up getting a few years for the worker charges. But basically, there's been a lot going on with Ashton Kutcher. Right? The last thing I want to show you, actually, a couple more things, okay? So this Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis were slammed for posting a groveling, lawyered-up apology for sending character letters on behalf of Danny Masterson. So let's hear what they said in their allegedly groveling apology.
We are aware of the pain that has been caused by the character letters that we wrote on behalf of Danny Masterson.
We support victims. We have done this historically through our work and will continue to do so in the future.
A couple months ago, his family reached out to us and they asked us to write character letters to represent the person that we knew for 25 years so that the judge could take that into full consideration relative to the sentencing.
The letters were not written to question the legitimacy of the judicial system or the validity of the jury's ruling.
They were intended for the judge to read and not to undermine the testimony of the victims or re-traumatize them in any way. We would never want to do that. And we're sorry if that has taken place.
Our heart goes out to every single person who's ever been a victim of sexual assault, sexual abuse, or rape.
So look, they're doing the best they can to clean it up, right? But arguably they shouldn't have done that. And they were apologising because they got caught up, because the information became public. As I said, the letters were just meant for the judge. You weren't supposed to see those. You weren't supposed to know that we were supporting him. after his conviction, and the judge didn't care, gave him 30 years. So I think that says a lot about what was happening. Now, this is the last thing I want to leave you on. Basically, Ashton Kutcher, Danny Masterson, and Diddy's relationship just has been under a lot of scrutiny. These disturbing connections have not been something that Ashton Kutcher has been able to escape, unfortunately. And so this is an article, Secrets of Hollywood's New Rat Pack, Ashton Kutcher, Diddy, and Allegations of Disturbing Connections, okay? It basically says, the Hollywood New Rat Pack, Ashton Kutcher, Diddy Combs, Danny Masterson, and Wilmer Van Derama faces intense public scrutiny as recent revelations question the group's deep ties in their association with disturbing allegations. Okay, decades old allegations against Diddy date all the way back to the 90s. Claims of abuse, harassment, manipulation, the crimes against Cassie. Meanwhile, Ashton Kutcher's association with Danny Masterson, his unwavering support for him has sparked a lot of backlash. The letters were very embarrassing. And basically, there's also questions about Wilmer Van Derama's relationships with the younger underage partners during the 2000s. And basically, people are saying that this little group of people...
Man, we about to kill that. But Ashton Kutcher got some weird shit surrounding him. Y'all check out Chat More Ross, authoritative by Trap Lord Ross. We about to head to O'Shea Dujack to see what he talking about. Talking about Anton Daniels and Anton Daniels trying to clap a cheek or two.
Settlers, yes, they were eating the Native Americans. When Christopher Columbus
never, ever. Okay? But I'll keep it a buck. You know what? I'll keep it a buck with y'all. Anton definitely asked me to come to Detroit before. He definitely DM'd me on that one day. And mind you, this was several shows. Damn!
All right, so shout out to
We're trying to clap cheeks.
This young lady here. Her name is Jazz Noel 7. Check her out. She's a young lady that used to be kind of like an adversary kind of person of Anton Daniels on some of these streams. So she didn't really like his point of view. They kind of clashed a lot. Here she is saying that Anton Daniels hopped in the inbox.
Right? And when he asked me, when you come into the D, I said, for what?
When you come into the...
When a female said, for or for what or some shit like that. Bitch, you better let it go before I choke you by your throat. Bitch, you better let it go.
Gee, huh? Okay. What's in Detroit? And he said, you know, you'll just have to trust me. It'll be fun. And I'm, fun in Detroit. I ain't never heard of that. Well, you'll just have to
She
trust
said
me.
fun in Detroit. I ain't never heard of that.
He's talking to me. He's not giving me any. Now, if he's DMing me like this, somebody that he has gotten into it multiple times with, right? If he's DMing me with this pep talk, because that's exactly what it sounded like. You just gotta trust me. It'll be fun.
Like, let's get to the whole idea of the pimp talk, because I mentioned this. See, Anton is funny, right? But she calls it pimp talk. I want you to check this out.
Let me say this also. Mika stayed in pocket. She followed my lead. She ain't do none of that. She ain't trip. She just said, yo, I'm rolling with you, and that's the end of the conversation. She ain't say one word. She just kept it moving. That's how women are supposed to move. They're not supposed to do all of the extra, all of that. You follow the lead of the person.
Now, this is after the Corey Holcomb incident. He mentions the term, oh yeah, she stayed in pocket. Again, Anton talks a lot about...
That's pimp talk. That is. But Detroit, they got Detroit, they got the, players, pimp, shit like that. But they known for players.
It's trash. but he don't have no problems using that phrase, stay in pocket. And the only time that I've heard that phrase, stay in pocket, is when pimps use that phrase. So he's talking basically to Mika, even if she may not catch that, as if she is a
hoe,
right? And basically,
Damn.
if I'm not mistaken, staying in pocket means you minding your business, and when other pimps kind of come in, that you're staying in pocket kind of out of the way. I could be wrong, but that's my interpretation. So this young lady here is saying the same thing. He's trying to pimp me. Now remember, you're inviting women from your show that you disagree with over to Detroit. You're a married man, but again,
He's right, you know. What is he doing? He's beginning to believe.
clout goes to dudes' heads. I'm telling you, because they're on his show, right? So he believed that because they're on his show, they're up and coming female creators, he can do whatever he wants to them. And believe it or not, I know it sounds asinine, but that is exactly how many content creators feel in the live stream communities. Like, oh, she's on my panel. Oh, she's here. Nah, that's all me. I'm telling you, this is how a lot of guys think.
It'll be fun. And I said, for what? What do you ask me? What do you ask me to come to Detroit to do? Right? Well, what difference does it make? You'll just have to trust me. I said, it makes all the difference. I need details.
Okay. You just gotta trust me. And trust to do what? Now again, she should have been real shady and showed these DMs, because I'm gonna be honest, she's a very good looking lady, so I don't doubt that what she's saying is the truth. But what is
Booking.com has all kinds
She's straight, though. She's
those
straight.
who love family resorts.
She alright.
And
is she going to be doing there? Now when you look at her page, she just started out. She has like only 16 videos, 1,400 followers. You know, like
Hey,
I said,
Hubert.
she might.
Chicken and hot sauce, welfare check, and SNAP benefits.
Figure it out and blow up, but
I guess that's what they
I would assume when he was interacting with her, she probably had less than this amount of
guess that's
followers.
what, hey, I guess that's what we get.
Dude is crazy and the
That's what we get, bro. Welfare check.
smallest. A lot of dudes in the live stream community do this.
And you know what
That's
she said
funny.
to me? Just let me know when you're ready. Because you'll just have to trust me. Never spoke to him about it again. And it never played out. Why? Because I'm asking too many questions. I'm not excited because you DMing me asking to bring me to Detroit for what? And this was like fresh off of the conversation that he had about having women that he worked with or are friends with, how they got to be on the table for him. My ain't never on the table.
She said her coochie ain't never on the table. I done had a couple of coochies on top of the table. I'm being honest. I done rocked some. I done knocked the line and had a couple of things on top of the table. Ladies, be careful of that table.
All right, so Anton Daniels said on the stream that any woman that wants to work with him, there has to be something in it, usually booty clapper material stuff. And let me just tell you this, I don't stream or really do panels anymore. I mean, when I was doing it, it was never really with women unless it was like the Sunday Rumble thing. But like Anton and the Lapeef guys, they would have this sort of community with a lot of the women that was on there talking about relationship topics, okay? And I'll be honest, I felt that Anton in particular was unfair and treated the women pretty bad. And I think what they try to do with these live streams and these panels trying to go viral is number one, they try to lower these women's self-esteem, okay? I think this is the goal, especially with Anton. Lapeef, he kind of was more behind the scenes, but of course he got caught up in the crossfire with Anton too. You know, lower these women's self-esteem, you know, make them believe that, hey, you're the kind of man that got the real answers, whether it's Lapeef or Anton. Then use that brainwashing to get these women to do a lot of the work on the live stream, have them doing the work, you know, while they're not even there. And then use those same women to clap. So what they'll do is they'll be working with other YouTubers.
Yeah, I wouldn't even want to do this.
Captivity with Freezy,
I wouldn't want to clap nobody from YouTube.
Like, those channels may not
especially
be
if you
very
own my
big,
stream shot. Like,
but they got
if I'm with my chicks,
like,
I'm
no
clapping,
Captivity
that's
with
different.
Freezy. If he goes live, he might have like less than 10,000 followers, but he'll have like 700, 800 live. And that's a lot of women in the community. They come up and join the panels. And to be honest, a lot of these women
Hold on. I might have to play the commercial until the damn video come back up.
or phone. Like, they may have like 500 subscribers, 600 subscribers, and it's different from us Manosphere guys because
I don't know, this phone right here
I'm using the Manosphere was kind of harsh, rough, not disrespectful towards women on the panels, but you know, women wouldn't want to join that situation because the Manosphere live streams were not women friendly. They were not for women. So, but the reality is that these sort of these Lapeef Less Talks, Room 9, they include women in the conversation. So a lot of the women got preyed upon from what I understand. Can't say that it's true, but that's what I've heard. And I kind of believe that.
What time? Oh, the airplane started to fly now,
so. Can't say that it is true, but I definitely believe it. And then,
hey, the bird's going down south, y'all, for real.
They use their authority over these women to get in their inbox.
And you're not gonna parade me around like, you know what I'm saying, like Mika, like Molly, like Q, or whatever the case may be. No. Now, if you would have DM'd me, yo, Jazz, I got a cool idea. I think we can do something. I know we look like enemies, but maybe we can collab and do something, you know, that'll help you grow in your channel. If he would have came at me like that, I would like, can I bring my...
To sell your toy collection but have no desire to deal with the hassles of online auctions, classified ads?
Now let me address this point. She's absolutely correct. If he were to say, listen, I got an idea, can we collaborate, something like that, something that would help her channel. And the reality is that most big creators do not like helping smaller creators, at least not for the free. If you're Anton, you know, you're selling this brand called the Bag Chasers, you're selling consultations, and a lot of YouTubers do that now. I don't do consultations because I just really don't like talking to people like that, but it does happen. So for the most part, if you're a lady, Anton is not gonna really sit back and try to help you start your platform. And number one, and the reason why is Anton can't help you start your platform. We've seen what it was with Mika. Anton can have you on to panels, people know you, but Anton can't get somebody to watch you, right? You need to be an actual good YouTuber. You need to be able to have a voice. You can't be, in these days, concentrated on live streams, cutting up your clips all the time, reposting something that's not good work, don't have good quality work. Anton can get in with that because he has a large offline presence and he's so damn controversial every day.
Tattoo, check this out.
That's like
Tattoo.
Mika, or somebody else. You're exceptionally good
goofy
at what you do to stand out without controversy. You're going to have a real deep analysis. You're going to have to really understand politics very well. If you're going that route, you're going to have to and put a lot of time into it. And most women will not, all right? So they fail anyway. So I believe what she's saying has weight.
Can I bring my man? Because if it's strictly business, it shouldn't be a problem. We can do it. We can do a double date. Me, you, and yo. But see, it never got that far because I didn't have stars in my eyes.
Right.
Mika said as soon as he DM'd her, she was like, yeah, I'll go do the interview. Yeah. I'm asking like, what we on? What you on?
Right.
Come to Detroit for what? I heard it's so cold in the D.
Right.
You want me out there for?
Right.
What difference does it make? He's a pimp. Or at least a wannabe.
Right.
And unfortunately, he got one with Mika. I'm not being successful in this space is definitely a goal of mine for sure. But I don't need to put myself in nefarious situations or a situation that'll make me look bad just because the person that's asking me to hang out got a bunch of followers.
I agree. Let me stop there because that even happens for male-on-male YouTubers. Like people get starstruck. Oh, me collaborate with him. We go this channel and grow. It's a short-term fix. Like you got to be good. This lady here, in my honest opinion, I think that she has everything it would take to be a good YouTube personality. Being a good YouTuber, being precise, knowing how to make the video, how to make the thumbnail, putting time to effort, that's different. Because that's discipline. But as far as a YouTube personality, she got what it takes. Not gonna lie to you. She's a good YouTube personality already. But just these guys who are larger, they want to make you feel like you being associated with them, like they're so much above you. And really, they cannot help your career unless they have really good knowledge and unless you buy into it. And Anton Daniels, again, there's not a lot of YouTubers that he's put on, and I'm just saying, respectfully, I put on more YouTubers in the black YouTube space in the last decade than anybody. I done worked with a lot of dudes from America, from Africa, everywhere, okay? My track record speaks for itself. That's men, that's women, different personalities, political, blog, whatever. And she would have to really put a lot of work into it to build an audience.
Because he likes to talk shit. No. So if he's DMing me like this, I know for sure if he's DMing any of these other women, it ain't on no professional nothing.
Right.
It ain't business.
Right.
He's trying to holler.
Right.
Okay? Of course, he's going to frame it that way.
Right.
But the fact that you couldn't even tell me the reason why you wanted me to come to Detroit after we have been going head to head with each other. Every show.
See, he was tracking that. He was turning them on.
That lets me know I bring value to you. But you're not going to use me to look like one of your little honeydews.
Damn, Antoine. That's crazy.
The little honey dips.
Right.
Honey dips.
So yeah, y'all. That's why I'm like, you can't fool me because the way he moves, it's not professional.
And let me say it, it's also weak. Like for a dude to sit there and say I'm a bag chaser, I love God, I love my wife. Bruh, if you really that dude, you ain't gotta deal with the chicks that you work with. That's weak. Actually, to me, it showed me you don't got no game. If you got a
no game.
Of the women that work with you on your live stream, you gotta have them or whatever. That's weak as I don't know what. I mean, that's just, it's lame. You know, it's so many women out there. You gotta clap the women, the live stream women that basically need to grow their platform, and so because they may look up to you because you're a bigger YouTuber, like scratch that. If you really that dude, go and get somebody who nobody know you. You pull up, what's going on? What's your name? This my name. Trying to see what's up with you. Want to take you out, buy you a diet water.
Got him. Got him. Got him.
But you ain't doing that. You gotta have some kind of advantage over the booty for you to get it. That's weak.
Yeah, that's
no
weak,
game.
Bro. No game, bro. Like if you a real player, not no pimp, y'all. If you a real player, bro, you can get the cheats without just talking, bro. That's it.
The lame ain't got no game. It's trash work, period. So guys, go ahead and subscribe to her.
I said the lame ain't got no game. God damn. The lame ain't got no game. All right, y'all, we going to the sauce, man. We going to the sauce, y'all. Y'all know we fuck with the sauce. Celebs.
Attorney General Chris Carter is the clear choice for governor. Full speed ahead.